Alrighty. My thoughts and views on the Sony press conference. I like how they basically just decided not to talk that much, stick to the games, stick to the content. I think that was the best decision they could have possibly done for the games. I think it was a better turning point than sitting there and spending their whole press conference more of on their new system as Xbox did. It just seemed, I guess, Xbox was cool. Yeah, we got the 4K. Whoop-de-doo. Not everybody owns a 4K TV. Not everybody can afford a 4K TV. So with that being said, I think their price tag of $4.99 for the Xbox One X, excuse me, is ridiculous. PlayStation Pro's $100 cheaper. So much better. Yes, it's not true 4K. It enhances to 4K with, exception of some games. But the reason why PlayStation went with the Pro the way they did was because they didn't want people to sit there and have to fork over a gazillion dollars just to be able to play something, or just to be able to do something. About the only thing I can say that Xbox did that I might actually jump in the bandwagon is the new Xbox One S is only $250, so I might actually go out and buy that. Just because there is some games that I do like to play that aren't on PlayStation. With that being said, there's not a lot. Now, stuff that I am very interested in are the games that they tried to start to announce. Certain games that they did start announcing on the Sony press conference. Oh, good God, just so many. I'll go over a list here real quick of ones that piqued my interest. Uncharted, The Last Legacy. Looks like a really, really good game. Days Gone. Just release it. I want to play that thing so bad. I'm a huge zombie fan. And then the biggest turning point, I think, of the whole night out of all the games that they could have possibly... I think this tops even Call of Duty. And I'll get to that in a minute. Shadow of the Colossus. Oh my gosh. I played the hell out of that game when it was back on the old system. Phenomenal game. Made you think, made you do everything on that game. It was just remarkably, in my opinion, one of the best ones.
I know a bunch of our troops from both back in my heyday and even more from right now. They're all swell and damn good.
So I'm anticipating that one a lot right now. I really want to see that game, Shadow Colossus. Then there was a game. This is all on the Sony VR now. Bravo Team, which is a first-person shooter. I'm sort of curious how that's going to play out because it seems like any type when it comes to like first-person VR games, it seems like the controls of the guns and whatnot. It seems like that's going to do, I don't know, it seems like when you have the gun in your hand it's a little laggy or whatnot. So, I mean, would I play it? Yeah, I'll probably play it just to see what it's about, see how the playability is. But am I gonna buy it? No, I'll probably find someone who has it and see if they'll let me borrow it. I'm not going to jump onto something like that style of gameplay, even though I love first-person shooters. Alright, next game I got in line on my list, God of War. Oh my gosh. That's another game. Release it. Quit teasing. There's a second E3 of the God of War and Days Gone. 2 years in a row teasing this game. Just release it. Get it up to the public. People want to play it. I mean, they're gonna hype it up so much that it's gonna ruin it, in my opinion. Huge God of War fan. Then on top of that, I don't know if you guys or anybody has ever played the God of War series. I don't see how you haven't. I mean, it's one of the best series out there, in my opinion. That's going to be released in early 2018. Now, Detroit, Become Human. That one's getting all this hype, blah, 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 blah. Well, I don't know. I seen it, I looked at it, thought it was okay. Now, is it going to be something I'm going to really want to play? I don't know. It's got that, what was it? Oh, I can't remember. Somebody said it was like Mass Effects and, on the E3 thing. Mass Effects and some other game. I don't remember what it was. Alright, excuse me. Oh, I started sneezing. But, alright, Detroit Become Human. It looks like the playability and everything's going to be really good on it. Now, something that I don't know if I'm going to actually be up to in that one is I think the storyline's going to lack. I really do. Because what I'm seeing from that, basically, you know, you got androids. And the dude goes and basically unlocks androids and releases them. I don't know, it seems a little too far-fetched for me. I'll wait and see. Let's just put it that way. Then we got next game on my list that I would really like to try, at least, and that's going to be Destiny 2. It's going to have a lot of exclusive content. And that piques my interest. I'm just hoping with Destiny 2 they don't do like they did with Destiny. And that is release it and lack DLC forever, you know. Say, hey, come play it. Oh, by the way, you're going to burn through all this stuff and there's going to be no new DLC for 4 or 5 months, 6 months, even longer. Yeah, no. You come out with a game that's going to be strictly based on like DLC and whatnot like that, you gotta pump out the DLC. DC Universe, they're starting to do a little bit better. They had their downfall in this game, just like almost any other game. So you basically got to look at it, wait for it, watch them. It eventually will come. Alright, where the hell's another dish? There's one. This is? No, this ain't a dish. Alright, but yeah, I mean, why do I have no power? There we go. So, Destiny 2's got a lot of exclusive content, looks like a bunch actually, which that's, in my opinion, is gonna kill Xbox again. And like I said, I watched the Xbox press release, and as much as I like hearing about the new, you know, Xbox One X and its capabilities, do I actually think it's going to enhance the games that I love playing? No, because the games that they're over here talking about are not games I like playing. So, if they're not games I like playing, why would I buy it? Plus, to see companies get on the bandwagon for the 4K, like, oh yes, let's all are just doing 4K, 4K, 4K. Well, you're going to lose a lot. And you're going to see a lot of companies don't want to put the effort into the 4K. Because, why? Why should we put all this money into this system where we can get just as good as graphics and stuff like that, and all we are doing is just enhancing it a little bit? Because like a lot of people were saying, like I was watching like I said, I was watching the stream, and one of the things on there was like iJustine. She sat there and said, hey, I play on a little small monitor, so the 4K experience for me, not going to show. Same here. Well, right now I'm not playing on it, but when I play my first-person shooter games, stuff like that, I will play on a 60-inch. I won't play on anything else. But when it comes to my Call of Duty and stuff like that, I play on a 32-inch. Just because I like it better. Alright, final game on the list that I would love to see. And I'm sort of curious about the gameplay mechanics, because it looks a lot like... Spider-Man is going to be a lot like Arkham Knight. When it comes to playability. When it comes to, it looks like when it comes to combat modes and stuff, you got a lot of stuff, you know, you stick to your rotations, you do your combat, you got to hit triangle in a certain amount of times, and it'll go off and it'll do other attacks. Awesome concept. That's what really had the biggest selling point, I think, when it came to Batman, Arkham Knight, and part of that little series that they had there. So, other games that I did not mention that are coming out. Horizon Zero Dawn DLC, Frozen Wild. Looked alright. Then we have Monster Hunter World. Looked awesome graphic-wise and everything like that. Is it something I'm going to jump on the bandwagon? Probably not, because it's not my type of game. I'm more of an action-based interaction with multiplayer. I love more multiplayer games than anything else. There's a few of them, like the Shadow Colossus. That's a game that I will like watching. Or not like watching, like playing, as opposed to, you know, the Monster Hunter World. Then we got Star Child. Wasn't really too impressed with that one. I mean, yes, like I said, graphics and everything are good. Now, the VR one, the one that has me interested in it, was big teaser is, in the VR world, is the Impatient. That one I'm sort of curious. The one that just threw me for a left field frickin' play was Monsters of the Deep, the Final Fantasy. Really? It looked like a Bassmasters classic, okay? And they just decided to make everybody ba-boom, ba-boom hair. We're going to put some Final Fantasy characters in there, and you can go fishing after the goddamn stuff that's in the water. Come on, people. Get out of here. That's going to flop. It's going to be horrible. That's all he needs to teach kids, you know, hey, you don't have to go outside and go fishing. Play Monsters of the Deep, Final Fantasy. Hey, no. Alright, now, another game I didn't mention, but I'm going to now, is Moss. Got a little dang freaking mouse running around killing stuff. That whole little sneak peek to that game could be a little bit more. I was expecting a lot more out of it. I was expecting more of a... I guess, more of a content reveal on it. I did not see that big ol' reveal on it, to be honest. It seemed like it lacked. Then Marvel's coming out with the game. Didn't really fancy my feast on that one. But other than that, I mean, those were mainly the games that piqued my interest. The ones that I didn't really mention that much were games that I felt that weren't going to be piquing a lot of people's interest, maybe the more nostalgic player, but for somebody of my playability and caliber, I guess you could say, I just wanted to go over what the games that I liked in here, and I feel that they're going to be the best games that I can possibly think of. So, with that being said, that's my review on the Sony press conference of 2017 E3. I feel there's going to be some good changes out there. Do I think it's going to be Xbox? No. PlayStation? Yes. I'm not saying that because I like playing PlayStation. No. I own an Xbox. I've played on Xbox. I have nothing against Xbox. It's just when it comes to playability and different games, Sony's been blowing it out of the park, man. Sony has just been blowing it out of the park. And I haven't been seeing that with the other ones. So, goodbye, my Destroy the War Machines. Port back. So we need to do this one. Alright. So I'm going to do a little bit of dailies here real quick. And then we're going to go from there. But yeah, I don't know. I like how Sony did their press conference. They said we don't need to have people talk and nothing. We're just going to show you what we're going to have and go from there. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, I don't know. Colossal Colossus. Man. I'm really wanting that one. Really wanting that one. But I think that's going to cut it for our stream for the night now. And we... Oh, let me get out of this fight real quick. Boom! Alrighty, I think that's going to call it for a stream. This is my whole thoughts and views and everything on the 2017 E3 press conference. Like I said, please rate and subscribe to my channel for all of your DC Universe content that you could possibly think of, even Call of Duty. Do I play Infinite Warfare? Nah. I'll stick to playing Black Ops 3. I haven't really loaded up anything lately of that. But anyways, keep me in mind. Please rate, subscribe again. And by the way, follow me on Twitter, pool_hall_god. Alright, I can see all your stream updates, everything like that from my channel. Alright, everybody, you have a great day.